Hello students, welcome to SES channel. In the last class, I have discussed passive voice, active voice, tenses. Today, I am going to take direct and indirect speech. Before going to this, hope you liked the previous topic. Like, subscribe and share the channel. I have given some exercise. Hope you have done it. Okay. Most of the students feel difficulty in changing this reported speech, direct to indirect speech. They have confusion in active and passive voice as well as this direct and indirect speech. As I told you earlier, active and inactive and passive voice, it is, I told you earlier, it is not conversion of present tense to past tense beta. I told you some of the rules. For example, it is already, this is a recap, already I have told you. If we take simple present tense, for example, cat drinks milk. Okay, first of all, I told you previously, first of all, identify subject. What is subject? One which performs action is considered subject. Then identify the verb. Identify the verb. What is the verb in? Which tense? This is in V1 form. That is, it is simple present. Now identify the object. Object is the receiver. Now in the passive voice, what happens here? What is the rule over here? Object is converted to subject, milk. Because it is V1 form, you are going to add is. Because this is singular, you will add the helping verb is and you will add V3 form. What is V3 form of drink beta? Drunk. Yes, milk is drunk by cat. It is, I explained continuous, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, present perfect, past perfect and simple present tense. Okay. If at all they didn't give any subject, if subject is not given, you can write someone or somebody over here. Okay. This is about active and passive voice. Don't confuse with reported speech better. Now coming to this, there are different rules to follow to convert direct speech into indirect speech. What do you mean by direct speech? When I am saying directly, when I am saying that I am speaking, this is considered direct speech. When somebody is saying that is converted, then it is indirect speech, isn't it? So that there is a rule, there are few rules that tenses are changed, the tenses are changed, time references are changed, and noun pronouns are also changed. We'll look after that one, we'll look into each of these changes, okay? Now, if it is simple present tense, it will be changed into simple past tense. For example, I said, it depends upon the reported verb. I is the subject, whatever this I said, this is the reported verb beta. What is the tense of this reported verb? It is V2 form, it is past tense. When it is given in past tense, whatever the tense next you are giving, it will convert into the past form. Okay, I said Sita what can we write? Sita eats mangoes. This is the simplest form I have given. quotations, close the quotations. It starts with a quotation and quotations are closed. This is the rule. So I said this is simple assertive form. Assertive. I told you assertive sentences or declarative sentences, they begin with noun or pronoun followed by verb, and it goes on. It can be predicate or object, and it ends with a full stop. That is assertive. Now I am explaining simple assertive sentences. I said Sita eats. This is sensitive. Nowadays this has become too sensitive. I said Sita eats mangoes. Now what is the change? I will be the same. Said. In order to remove this punctuation marks, we need to add a conjunction, that is that. That is that. I said that Sita, because it is proper noun, write in capitals. Few of the students, they neglect even such simpler punctuation marks, but proper nouns always should begin with capital letter. Sita, because it is simple present in reported speech, it converts into, changes into simple past tense. What is the V2 form of eat? Yes, Sita ate. Sita ate mangoes. It ends with full stop. It ends with full stop. If at all it is present continuous, if at all I said Sita is eating mangoes. What is the change over here? I said that Sita was eating mangoes. Okay? So on. Past tense will change to past perfect. I said Sita ate mangoes. Ate. Now ate is past tense. So it is changed to, I said Sita ate mangoes. Ate is past tense, isn't it? So you are going to write, I said that, that is a conjunction to remove this, that Sita, yes, past tense will change to past perfect. Had is the auxiliary verb for past perfect. Had V3 form, eaten mangoes. So the change I am going to write over here, present and simple present will change to past, simple past. Present continuous will change to past continuous. Okay. Next, present perfect is going to change to past perfect. Okay. Then past tense changes to, simple past tense changes to past perfect. Past continuous changes to past continuous. Doesn't write over here. Past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Got it. Past perfect is the last one. It doesn't change. Danki minchi inkem levu. So it doesn't change. So this is how the tenses are changed in indirect or reported speech. Present tense changes to, simple present changes to simple past. Present continuous changes to past continuous, and next is present perfect changes to past perfect. Past tense changes to past perfect. Past continuous changes to past perfect continuous, and the final one is past perfect remains as past perfect, no change. This is about the Whatever you write in the quotes, that is the change. It is applicable to assertive as well as interrogative beta. Imperative and exclamatory, I'll explain later. Coming to the reported verb, if at all it is given, I said to him or something or Raju or whatever it is given. This said to changes to told. I told him. You should not write told to. That is the error. That is the mistake. Told to. You should never write told to. Said to means told. Said to antene told. Malli told to rayakudu. This changes because this reported verb, it is in past tense, so the next whatever it is given in the quotations, it is going to change into the past tense. Present unte past, that changes, you know. If at all it is given, I say, remember this carefully, if at all it is given, I say, this will not change. This will not change. I say, I want an apple. If I say like this, apple. If I say like this, then you should write, I say that I want an apple. Or you write, she says, I want an apple. She says that she wants an apple. She wants an apple. This never changes. This doesn't change. This is the rule. If at all this reported verb is in present tense, that quotation, whatever it is there, that never changes. This is first one. And if at all it is given like this, and if it is given like this, every time I don't want to take I. Ram says, you should not write say. This is subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. What is that? Whenever the noun or pronoun is singular, the verb should add s. You should add s to the verb. This is subject verb agreement. Ram says to Sita. If at all it is given, I told you the quotations, it doesn't change. It doesn't change. This says to changes to tells. This says to changes to tells. And whatever it is there in the quotations, it doesn't change. This is one. One I told, this is the second one, it doesn't change. Got it, beta? Got it? Then third one is, if at all I write, Ravi said, Earth revolves around the sun. I have given this, around the sun. I have given this, quotes closed. Ravi said that Earth revolves around the sun. When it is universal truth or it is a fact, don't change it. Don't ever try to change it. You can't say that Earth once revolved, it stopped. If at all it stopped, no life. No life, beta. No life, no sun, no life. So don't change that. Ravi said that. The same thing you are going to write. Earth revolves around the sun. Earth revolved because present is given. As you told ma'am, because present is given, we need to change. No, because it is universal truth. You should not change it. Earth revolves around the sun. These are the three things where you don't change it. You don't change that into any tenses, past tense or anything. You don't change the reported speech. Got it? Now we'll see the differences in time. Time references, what are the differences? Here, Now changes to, I'll read out whether it is visible or not, I don't know better, but I'll read out. If it is indirect, the green one, or indirect, the red one, the same thing. The pink one is in indirect speech. Now changes to then. If at all now is given in direct speech, it changes to then. Today changes to that day. Here changes to there. This changes to that. This week changes to that week. Tomorrow changes to following day or next day. Next day also it is correct. Next week changes to the following week or next week. Yesterday changes to the day before or previous day. Both are correct. Ago changes to previous or before. 2 days changes to 2 days ago, changes to 2 days before. Tonight changes to that night. This I told, this to that, these to those. Last Saturday changes to the previous Saturday. Next Saturday changes next Saturday or next week. The following Saturday or next, the Saturday, that Saturday, like that. These are the time references. We'll work out with an exercise better. Now we'll see. Through this exercise, I'll explain, first I have explained assertive, I'll explain imperative and interrogative. Exclamatory is easy. Okay, first one, I was very thirsty, he said. So what is the answer here? Yes? He said, yes, the conjunction is that. I changes to he, because who is saying? He is saying. I changes to he. Was is the past tense. Was is the past tense. So what is the change? Past tense changes to? Yeah, you need to by heart that past tense changes to past perfect. He said that he, yes, had been, because that is be form. So you should use been. He had been very thirsty. This is answer. That is a past tense. You change this to past perfect. I was very thirsty. He said that he had been very thirsty. End with full stop. Punctuations are very important in grammar. Now, I told about imperatives. Imperatives are suggestions or advices or commands or orders or instructions. Please shut the door. Be quiet. Open the door. Fetch me a glass of water. All these are imperatives. Imperatives mainly start with, as I told you earlier, mainly start with main verb and end with full stop. These are mostly commands, instructions, as I told you earlier. So here it is given, it is imperative. Be careful, she said. How will you write this? Yes? She said, you should use to. To is a conjunction for imperatives. She said to be careful. The same, you need not change it. You don't change it because it is instruction. Once you be careful, at the time be careful. No, it is instruction. Instruction is instruction. She said to be careful. End with full stop. Got it? Got it? Now, the next one is interrogative. Why it is interrogative? Because it ends with a question mark. It is starting with the question word. What are the question words? Mostly the question words start with W. Why, what, who, whose, whom, where, when, which, what. Others are how much, how many, at what time, like that. So, why haven't you told me? He asked me. So, in interrogative, if at all it is said, it is given said, change the reported verb to ask. You'll start like this. He asked me, because it is already given. He asked me. If at all there is a question word, no conjunction. No conjunction. Why? I told you a rule. For interrogative sentences, the question word is followed by helping verb. Yes? Now, that is the main mistake most of the students commit. When converting this, they'll put the same thing. Haven't undi kada, hadn't rasidam. Why hadn't you told anedi rasidam anukuntaru? No. You are changing that interrogative to assertive. Assertive sentences chesinapudu, it should be immediately noun or pronoun. First noun or pronoun vachin tarvata helping verb vastadi. So, he asked me, why? You ikkada evaru? He asked me, ikkada you, why I haven't changes to hadn't told him. Me evaru? Me ikkada he kada. Told him. Got it? Got it, beta. He asked me why I hadn't told him. If at all you write, why hadn't I told him? Again it is a question. Again it is a question. Don't do that mistake. So it is full stop. It ends with the full stop. Now, the next one. I can't take them home. He said, easy. He said that he couldn't take them home. That's all. Easy. Again you got it. He said, don't go to the beach alone. Don't go. It is an instruction given, or you are ordering him. Don't go. It is imperative, isn't it? He said, when there is a negation, there is a negative sentence. Negation. You used to in imperative, right? You use to in imperative. If negation is given, then you should write not to. He said not to go to the beach alone. Okay, beta, did you understand? Yes. He said not to go because it is negative. Don't go to the beach alone. He said not to. To elago interrogative lo conjunction to use cheyalani cheppanu. Ikkada negation vachindi kabatti you are using not to go to the beach alone. It ends with a full stop. Got it? Okay. Have you been? This is the other one. Interrogative, I told you, it will start either with a question word or auxiliary verb or helping verb. Now, this starts with auxiliary verb or helping verb. What is here? What is the question given here? Have you been shopping for food? He asked us. He asked us. Already it is given, he wanted to know. Already it is given, don't disturb that. What is the change over here? Let me explain. So, it is have is given, have been. It is present perfect. What is the change over here? Present perfect changes to past tense. Well, I'm sorry, past perfect, isn't it? You are going to write he wanted to know because it is already given. Otherwise, you will write he asked us. If an interrogative in the direct speech, if it starts with auxiliary verb, the conjunction is if. if or whether, better to use if. Endukante students weather ki weather climate weather spelling rastaru, don't write it. If is better. He wanted to know if. Now you are changing this interrogative again to assertive, isn't it? So assertive always starts with what is the hint I told? Noun or pronoun. He wanted to know if. Have you been shopping for food? Who is asking? He asked us, isn't it? He wanted to know if we. If you consider us as we, you can write if we had been shopping for food. Got it? Got it, beta? Did you understand? Here, what is the change you have done? This us, you have considered us as us, we, isn't it? So, this changes to the pronoun. You should change the pronoun over here. He wanted to know, it is already given. If is a conjunction because it starts with the auxiliary verb have. If we had been, because it is present perfect, change to past perfect, had been shopping for food. Okay, this is other type of interrogative sentence. Question word I taught and auxiliary verb also I have taught when it starts with auxiliary verb. Now, what's the time? Again, it is a question. What's the time? The rest of these I'll give you as your homework. You try to do it. What's the time? He asked. Simple. He asked, don't add if because it starts with question word, isn't it? Question word. He asked, what is the time is given. Will you write what was the time? No, that will become again question. What is the subject over here? Time. What the time was. What the time was. This is how you need to change. The last one will do. Did you see that great car? He asked me. He asked me, did you see that great car? What is the tense in the quotations given? It is past tense, isn't it? So, you are going to change that to past perfect. What is your answer? He asked me. What is the conjunction you are going to use? Because it starts with auxiliary verb. So, if. He asked me if. I told you. Now, follow the rule. Assertive, you are going to change this to assertive tense. What is the pronoun over here? You. He asked me because he is asking me. He asked me if I had seen that great car. Because did is past tense, isn't it? Did, do, does. Every time it is followed by base form of the verb. Don't use past tense. Did saw is wrong. Did wrote is wrong. Did write, did see. That is correct. So what is the question given here? Did you see that great car? He asked me. He asked me if. Past tense changes to past perfect if I had seen that great car. The rest you do it as your homework beta. Okay. Future is simple. The simple future is given, change to past. Will changes to would. Will changes to would. Shall changes to would, should. Can changes to could. That's all. Next we'll move on to the next one. Prepositions. Prepositions are easy if you understand, if you can frame sentences. Prepositions are easy. If you get confused, they are tough again. What is the easiest part? And meeku ela istunnaru prepositions. It is given in the form of blank and you have options. 3 prepositions are given and you should choose among them. అవి కళ్ళు మూసుకొని మీరు ఎలా ఫ్రేమ్ చేస్తే ఆ ప్రిపోజిషన్ ఇది కరెక్ట్ అవుతుందా అంటే యూ కెన్ గెట్ ఇట్. ఇఫ్ యువర్ ఫ్లూయెన్సీ ఈస్ గుడ్ యూ కెన్ గెట్ ఇట్. లేదు అంటే రూల్స్ ఫాలో అవ్వండి, రూల్స్ ఫాలో అవ్వండి. బెటర్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ డిఫికల్ట్. ఫాలో ద రూల్స్. ప్రిపోజిషన్ అట్ టైమ్, ప్రిపోజిషన్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్, ప్రిపోజిషన్ ఆఫ్ ప్లేసెస్, ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రిపోజిషన్స్ చెప్పుకుంటూ పోతే ప్రిపోజిషన్ ఒక క్లాస్ మొత్తం అయిపోతుంది. బట్ ఇట్ ఇస్ లిమిటెడ్ ఫర్ యూ. కొన్ని టాపిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి ఓన్లీ ఫ్యూ టాపిక్స్ ఐ హ్యావ్ చాసన్ అండ్ మేడ్ ఇట్ ఈజీ. బెటర్, మేడ్ ఇట్ ఈజీ. Now first we'll see the confusion among these four prepositions in, on, at, to. Generally adugutaru in kara, on kara, in bassa, on bassa. I got into bus, that is a different. I got in bassa, on bassa. I am traveling in bassa, on bassa. I am traveling in kara, on kara. Ela cheptaru. One tip. When you are traveling, when you are sitting and traveling, use in. When you are using public transport, you can stand also, like platform unnadaniki on use cheyandi. Simple, simple. In car lo kurchuni nilchoni aithe ellalem kada, platform undadu car ki. In car, in van, in truck. Bus lo on bus, I am traveling on bus, on ship, on train. That's the difference. That is about the transport. Transport the munde cheppesan, because I didn't give here, I think so. In, when do you use in? When do you use in as preposition? Okay. For seasons, we use in summer. Mangoes are available in summer. On summer, at summer kaadu. In summer. In winter, it is too cold in winter. Then when you use months, in the month of April, in March, you have examinations in March. When you use it for years, in the year 2025, I have completed my 10th board examination. Okay. Times of day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Okay. Countries, in India, you don't say on India, because we can't jump onto the roof of India. We can't say on India, it is in India. Okay. On we use for days. On Monday, I have completed that work on Monday. I wrote my Telugu exam on Monday. Dates. I celebrated Holi on 14th of this month. On, it is for dates. Holidays. My birthday falls on what day? So and so day. Okay. Surfaces. On the floor, on the roof. When you are using surfaces, on the floor, she is sitting on the floor. Okay. Navigation, when you are moving on, she is walking on the streets. On, you use for navigations. Then at inniki at ki difference I'll tell you. At times, you don't say in 3 p.m. You don't say in 3 p.m. You say in the morning, in the evening, on the day, at 3 p.m. at 4 p.m. like that. Locations, at school. Inniki at rendu use chesinappudu at is used to smallest place and in is used to the biggest place. For example, I stay at so and so place in Kurnool. Like that. Okay. At is used for smaller one. In is used for bigger one. When you are using both, it is like that. At is for location. At airport, at my work, at school. Okay. Location. To, when you are going to some place, I am going to school, I am going to my workplace. Okay, this is how you follow these prepositions in framing sentences. Then the other ones are during. During can be used instead of in when it is something, when it is used for months or for seasons, when it is continuous, in a continuous process. During the entire summer I was eating mangoes. That means in summer and general. And the entire summer, if the procedure is going on, then you can use during. During the war times, there was scarcity of food. Until lack of, entire war time low, it is a continuous process. There was lack of food availability led. It led to famine. Karu. It led to famine. Then buying. When do you use by? It is used to indicate the latest time at which action has been finished. I have completed this lecture. I will complete this lecture by 4 o'clock. By, the latest time. Then you use by. Then when you use means of travel, I leave for Hyderabad by train, by bus. Then if it is done by any other person, an activity is done by any other person who is operating, the operation or the surgery was done by so and so doctor. The postman has delivered who has delivered the letter? The letter was delivered by postman. Passive voice, isn't it? It is passive voice. Then with is related mostly for instruments. I am writing with the pen. I am erasing with the eraser. I am cleaning this with an eraser. When you use an instrument. Then into, opposite of into is out of. Opposite of into is not onto. Okay, beta. Opposite of into is out of. Into, when you are moving from outside to into. Then when you are entering into something, for example, I am entering into the hall, then you use into. I am going out of the hall, moving from inside to outside is called out of. Opposite, into and out of, opposite. Then for and since, I told you, most of the people, they use from for. From so many years I was, from 10 years I am not working, not from. It is for 10 years I have been working for 10 years. For 10 years, it is not from. For is used for period of time. Since is used to point of time. Since morning I have headache. Since night I had sleepless time. Like that. Since is used for the point of time. For is used for period of time. Where is from used? From is used e part nundi e part ku jarugutundi annappudu you use from. So I have started from starting point to ending point. To, from this date to this date. To, from to, actually they come in combinations. From to, they come in combinations. Next to individually, it comes when you are using for location. Earlier we have seen to some destination. I travel to some place, like that. For just I used that, and also you use this for is used to show the direction. She left for Hyderabad. She left for Vijayawada. For onto and off or opposites. Onto is moving onto the surface. I'll show this with the help of a picture. See, you can see this is onto. The frog is jumping onto the box. Onto the box. Off. The frog has jumped off the box. Off. From the surface to this, it is onto the surface. These two are opposite. Into and out of C. You can see into and out of. Into, onto are not same. Into and out of are opposites and onto and off are opposites. Don't get confused better. Into, it is moving into the box. Into, getting into the box. Into the box here. Out of the box, it is moving out of the box. Around is when something is moving around something, an object around. Earth is revolving around the sun. Moon is revolving around the earth. Okay, that is around. Then one more thing. Through, then it is getting through, passing through, passing through. Into is only to this. When it gets out of this, that is called through. From here to here, when it is moving, that is called through. Then on to atone. Between. Between comes when something is shared between two. It is, then you use the preposition between. My mom has distributed chocolates between your brother, and you can say like that. Mom has distributed chocolates between her two sons. Among is used when there are more number of people, more than two. Okay, Sheila has distributed sweets among her 4 sons. Among. Then beside and besides. Beside and besides. I remember this besides very well because when it was given in my 6th class, I was the only one to answer this. In the entire class, besides was given, I was only one to answer this. So I remember this besides very well. Beside when you sit, when somebody is sitting just to you, just next to you, then you use beside. For example, she is sitting beside me, just next to you, then you use beside. Next to, beside. Sometimes they go hand in hand. Next, besides. When you have anything apart from what you already have. For example, I have a car besides 2 bikes. Already I have bike. Already I have 2 bikes. Besides, apart from that, I have a car. I have a car besides 2 bikes. Okay, then you use besides. Beside, don't write beside for that. That is besides. Then across, many get confused with across and along. Across is moving from one side to another. For example, there is a road. You are moving like this. You are moving like this. Then you say, he walked across the road. You are moving from one side of the road to other side. Then you are saying that you move across the road. Along, moving in the next line to something. A river is passing like this. This is the road, beta. When you are moving onto this road, then you say across the road. When something is passing beside you, you are moving parallel to that, then you say along. దేనికైనా ఇప్పుడు రివర్ ఇక్కడ ఇట్లా ఫ్లో అవుతుంది, మనం ఇలా నడుస్తున్నాం. వీఆర్ వాకింగ్ అలాంగ్ ద రివర్. అక్రాస్ అంటే రోడ్ ఎటు పోతుందో దాని మీదే నడుచుకుంటూ పోతాం. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అక్రాస్. ఓకే, దెన్ ఓవర్ moving something, you are moving or going over something. For example, a plane is flying over mountains. Okay, above ante me just head paina unte, the sun is above me ante vertically tala paine unte, then you use above. Over, when something is moving over ante it is not just vertically above, it is above but it is going like that, it is over. Just nee vertical ga me head paina unte, it is, then you use above. Not only you above ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేస్తారు, when that doesn't move, static position. For example, I stay in a room which is above a shop. That is example I have given. I stay in a room which is above the shop. That is a static position. It doesn't move. But here the fly is, cat jumps over the wall. Over. It is jumping over. There is a movement over there. Okay, look at the picture once. Okay, into, out of, around, away from, towards to, from this, away from, towards to, past of, going past of. Somebody is standing here, you moved, then you are moving past of that person, past of, onto, off, over, I said over, you jump from here to here, over the box. Under, you know, underneath is just when it is touching that, just below. Under is, under your, this is movement. Underneath ante ippudu carpet kinda just idi unte underneath. Through I told, across I told, up, down, you know, that you learned from your childhood days. This is the activity exercise given over here. We'll see whether you can do it or not. The lion was killed dash the hunter. Easy. Passive voice. Killed by the hunter. By the hunter dash a sword. When in some instrument is used, you use with a sword. Okay. Father divided his property dash, just now I have given dash 4 sons. It is between, among, of, or in. What is the correct answer? Among is the correct answer, because it is not between 2, it is among 4, more than 2. He has been living, has been, and then blind, oh, present perfect vachindi. You should use either since or for, something is there, unqual. Has been living in this house for, since, in on, no, strike off. For or since, in the year cheppanu, in the year correct, kani ikkada has been vachindi kada. So for present perfect you use, I told when I taught tenses. Since or for point of time, since. Okay. I shall return dash a month, in a month, of a month, on a month, for a month. In a month, I told first. In a month. The Ramayana is lying dash the table. Easy. You'll get the same way. You need not worry. Me exam lo lage vaste. The Ramayana is lying dash the table. Table ekkaduntadi? On the table. We shall finish this work dash 5 p.m. Just now I have given this example. I think I have given the same one. I will finish my lecture dash time. When it is finished at a particular, you say the latest time. Then use by 5 p.m. Will you do the rest of the 4? The 4. This is for your homework. Okay, then we will move on to determiners. By this, I'll wind up this grammar lecture. Articles. Determiners are many, but you have only articles. A and the chinnapannundi neerchukuntunam. But complexity, these are more complex when you grow up. Okay, you'll learn the same in your higher classes again. You'll learn this when you go to 11th and 12th class again. Okay, need not worry. A and the, no article also is used. That is also important. English grammar is made of lot of exceptions. Remember that it is made of exceptions. A and are called indefinite articles because అవి జనరలైజ్డ్ గా యూజ్ చేసేవి కాబట్టి దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ఇండెఫినిట్ ఆర్టికల్స్. ద ఈస్ కన్సిడర్డ్ డెఫినిట్ ఆర్టికల్. Okay, first of all, for this you should know vowel sounds and consonant sounds. Vowel sounds, vowels and A, E, I, O, U. Ivi kanivi consonants. How many letters are there? 26 letters in the alphabet, isn't it? 26 letters. E 26 letters lo 5 are vowels, the rest 21 are consonants. It depends on the consonant. A is used for generally and for before consonant sounds. Before consonant sounds. For example, book. A is used when it is not specific. It is used for general things. For example, a book. Then it is used again when this is used for the first time. A park. It is used before consonant sounds. When it is used for singular, before consonant sounds, and this is used for the first time, and for the general ones you use a book, a park, a pencil. Okay, like that. Okay, and okay. When we talk about jobs or hobbies too, we use this. For example, Sheila is a teacher. Okay, she is a doctor. Then Anne, when do you use Anne? Anne is used before vowel sounds. Anne is used before vowel sounds. And I told this A is used before countable, singular countable nouns, when you can count them. Even for abstract, if you say if they are countable, you can use them. I made a promise. Okay, promises you can count. Promises you can count, isn't it? 1 promise, 2 promise, 3 promise. Yes, ideas also you can count, but idea, it is begins with vowel sound. So I made and I have an idea. Okay, when it is used in exclamations also, what a beautiful picture it is. What a beautiful picture it is. Even for that you use, for exclamations also you use A, singular A. Anne is used before vowel sounds. This you know. Honest. It is not honest. H is silent. And is a sound. An honest man. And A, E, I, O, U. MLA, MLA. For that, an MLA. Though it is given 1, it is not vowel sound. Don't use and for this. It is a 1 rupee note, not an 1 rupee note. A 1 rupee. Sound is తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే ఈజీ తెలుగులో ఏమంటే అచ్చులు సౌండ్, అచ్చుల పదాలకంతా యాన్ యూజ్ చేయండి. హల్లుల సౌండ్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏ యూజ్ చేయండి. అయిపోయింది, అది ఇంకా ఈజీ. వా ఇక్కడ వన్ వస్తుంది కాబట్టి ఏ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇక్కడ ఏ అచ్చు, ఎమ్మెల్యే ఏ యాన్ యూజ్ చేశారు. ఆనెస్ట్ ఆ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి యాన్ ఆనెస్ట్. H is silent over here. A, U, it is unique, unique. A unique piece, not an unique piece. Though it starts with U, it is not considered vowel. It is vowel sound. It doesn't have vowel sound. It is starting with consonant sound, that is U. A unique. Okay. This is about a and an. Those are indefinite articles. Coming to the definite articles, these are used for the specific things. For example, specifically if you are saying that, if you want to stress that, if you want to stress about the speaker, you want to say that, for example, you are comparing somebody to somebody. Kalidas was considered the Shakespeare, or Kalidas was the Shakespeare of India. You use the because you are specifying Kalidas, you are comparing Kalidas to Shakespeare of that time. So you use the then. When proper nouns mundu you don't use the. Proper nouns mundu you don't use the. Okay, but here you are using before because you are specifying that. And when you are using this for the second time, for example, he went to a park. First time a park. Okay, sorry. The park, second time malli park vachinappudu, the park was beautiful. Mali you use chesinapudu the. When you are using it for the second time, use the. And when you are using that for plurals, books, the pencils, the articles. Okay. And the other thing, one more important thing is, when it is used for specific job, only one person can have. For example, in a school you will have only one principal, no 2, 3 principals. The principal, no the teacher, the principal, the vice principal. If at all 2 vice principals are there, don't use the principal. When it is only one specific, the principal, the correspondent, like that. Okay. And one more thing, you should not use this before the names of any countries or city. Don't use it. The Hyderabad, the Vijayawada. No, you should not the India. Don't use that. Okay. You should not use any article. Just India. Just India, because it is proper noun. But you can use it for some countries. Yes. Yes, the United States of America. Why? Because it is not single country. It is amalgamation or a group of 50 states. USA is a federation of 50 states. And 50 states combine the country laga form indi. Kabatti the United States of America, the United States, the United Kingdom, you can see. Okay, so that. Okay, this is the usage of the. Then when you don't use any articles, and also one more thing, it is very important, when you are using the before superlative degree. Degrees of comparison, you learned it in 7th, 8th, 9th classes, isn't it? Superlative degree, that is the third one, highest one. The best, the most beautiful, the most handsome. Before the superlative degree, you are going to use the. Then, okay. When you use it with something unique also you use. For example, dash moon is full tonight. The moon is full tonight, because you are specifying your moon, so you can use the. Okay. Now, when don't you use any article? To talk about things in generally, when you talk about things generally, then it is plural. Don't use any article. For example, you don't use the dolphins are very clever. Dolphins are very clever. That's all. Don't use any article over there. Okay. When you are going, if somebody is going to some place which is meant for them, for example, a boy is going to the school. He goes to the school for the purpose of studying. That is meant for him. But if a parent or any doctor visits the school, then you should use the. A difference చెప్తాను. Ram goes to school. Then you don't use any article here. When you use Ram goes to school, you are not using any article over here. Ram goes to the school, you should not say. Because the purpose of this boy going to school is, the school is meant for him and he is going there to study. So don't use that article. If at all anybody, for example, if a parent, Sita is a parent, Sita goes to the school to attend PTM, parent teacher meeting. So the purpose here is she is going to the school for some other purpose, for PTM, for parent teacher meeting, not going for education. Then you use the. Is it clear? You use the here, you don't use any article, because the boy is going to the school for the purpose meant, the school purpose. It is met over here. Here she is going to the school for some other purpose. She is not student of the school. Then you use the. Okay? Then for possessive, before possessive adjectives, my friend, before possessive adjectives also you don't use any the like that, like the brothers, don't use any article over there. Okay? And also before names you don't use, before any when you say Mr., Mrs., any suffixes you are going to use, don't use the or any article, don't use any article before that too. And also don't use for abstract and uncountable nouns. The life is beautiful, don't use any, a life is beautiful, don't use like that. Life is beautiful, that's all. Love is beautiful, don't say the love is beautiful, a life is beautiful. For abstract things, if they are countable, then you can use. If it is singular, then you can use a or an. If it is uncountable, don't use any article. Okay? And if it is for regular purpose, for example, at school, at home, in the bed, at university, on holiday, don't use any article. Got it? Got it better? We'll see some exercise. I have given this exercise. You try to do it on the own because this is very easy. I think this is visible. If you can do, okay. If not, I'll provide answers for this. Okay, I like reading science fiction. No article over here. No article. Don't use any article. In the examination also it is given. Complete the following sentences with a and the or no article. Here no article is used. The science fictions, no. Science fiction books are meant for science, isn't it? So don't use the article here. Okay, you can do it, or I think you can do it on your own. You do it on your own. If not, I'll provide answers, keys for this. All the best for your English examinations, beta. Vocabulary, I will provide, if possible, I will provide a list of prefixes and suffixes and if possible, antonyms and synonyms, anyways, they are given in your workbooks, I think so. Prefixes and suffixes, few of them are there. I'll provide that. The dictionary entry is very easy. It is already given, it is already mentioned when it is given in the form of a word, and meaning also it is given. Try to read that meaning, and in the brackets it is given what is the parts of speech given for that. So if at all it is given, for example, health is given. Change that, write the noun form of this. You can write healthy, Okay, like that you can change. Those are very easy. That is for 2 marks, I think so. Don't miss that 2 marks. Vocabulary and grammar part, you can fetch maximum marks better. All the best for your English examinations and for the coming examinations too. Like, subscribe and share this video to your friends. All the best.